Hello to the Mula Nakshatra. This video is for those people who have primarily their moon sign is who I read for. But basically if you have the Mula Nakshatra anywhere in your chart, which is between 0 to 1320 Saggitarius, you can apply this reading to yourself. But I do just channel mostly for moons. So if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. You can check out some of the other signs and nakshatras I have on the channel, or anybody else. But let's go ahead and get into this. So sorry, I keep sighing because you guys are in the midst of your Saggitarius right now. Started I'm gonna say 2014, but Saggitarius, if you didn't know, is the moon transiting through the signs. Saturn transiting in the signs before, in, and after your moon. So, not just the nakshatra, but the actual sign itself. So, Mula, Sagittarius, it was transiting Scorpio, which is when it began for you. Now it's in Sagittarius, and soon Saturn will be in Capricorn. So until, I think, April of 2022, you will be feeling the effects of Saggitarius. Saggitarius is very much a test, right? Of, your karma, like how have you been doing karmically? What have you built up to this point? Will you be reaping the rewards, or will you be dealing with the consequences of your actions? So let's go ahead and see what we have here. First card is the Ten of Cups in reverse. Cups, feelings, emotions. The 10th house is public image, career. Basically, to me, this card is about community, family, communal harmony, right? And it's in reverse right now. So, in general, I don't know if it's been the Saggitarius itself, but I think things in your maybe family life, your community aren't too good right now. I'm sorry to see that. That being the first card coming out, that's really heavy energy. But that's what Saggitarius is. Unfortunately, it's heavy energy, but hopefully here we can see how we need to navigate it and what we can focus on. So again, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, right? The Five of Pentacles, it's all about long, difficult journeys and how it's good to have a friend by your side if you need. But basically, again, very like Saggitarius themed, right? Where it's a long, difficult journey, but I feel like you've gotten over the hump, right? What is it? It's 2020, 2014. Yeah, you're basically almost 6 years into it, only about a year and a half left. So I think you've gone through the worst of it. You have done the worst of it. You have survived. Here you are. The journey will be over soon. Thank God, right? I'm about to start mine. I'm not excited. And then we have the Page of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups, oh, my sweet prince, look at him staring at his little fish in his cup. He's a dreamer, wild dreamer. Mr. I'm in my feelings all the time. But yeah, he's in reverse too, right? So I would just try to maybe contain your emotions. Don't let it all come out in a gurgling mess. If you have any creative ideas, if you're feeling any sort of intuition right now, I would not necessarily trust it, just because the Page of Cups is in reverse, right? To me, he's this little psychic, sensitive little, guy there, and I feel like just because Saturn is so strongly breathing down your neck, maybe don't trust everything you're feeling or hearing. I think with Saturn especially, I know people who are ruled by Saturn feel that a lot, where it's just like the thoughts that denigrate you, that like push you down. They're like, oh, you're not enough, blah, 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 blah. I feel like that might be, intercepting with your frequencies. You might be sad, you might be feeling like internally like something is just wrong, like, or not to trust something, but I don't know that your intuition is fully in tune right now. So don't always listen to everything you have to say. I think with Sagittarius in general, this is a good rule. I find that Sagittarius, all the Jupiterian kind of planets, you can wind yourself up into believing something that may not necessarily be true. Especially with just like Sagittarius placements, it's very like, you want to control the narrative, right? And I get that. I have Sagittarius in my chart too. Like, this is the truth because I declared it to be so. But I would just let go of that a little bit right now, okay? Just step back, be like, hey, other people also have truths. And they are equally true. I don't know. I feel like I'm focusing on other people here because the next thing we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is all about togetherness, community, harmony, the harvest, celebration. So I think while you're swirling around in your own chaos, that it might not be too bad to take in other people's input. And the reason I think this is good is because I think you're stuck right now. Because we have the Two of Swords in reverse here. You're not making a decision. You need to make a decision. I think you possibly also have all the information to make a decision. Maybe it's just that stubbornness that's coming through. So I think that talking this through with somebody you trust, somebody you love, somebody who would celebrate your joys as much as they would hold your sadness, that kind of person is who you should consult about this, right? Because you can get advice from all sorts of people. And Sag, I know you're like very good at giving advice, but sometimes you should be good at taking it too, right? But just in general right now, Mula, I feel like you need to listen to whomever this person, people may be. I think they have your best interest at heart, and they might help you come to a decision. Because in any case, you're gonna have to put in hard work. What do we have here? The Seven of Pentacles? You are going to have to wait to reap the rewards of whatever it is that you're doing. Because maybe you're building up something for yourself. Maybe you're working towards a goal right now, but be realistic about it. It will take time. Instant gratification is not realistic. Sometimes we need people to ground us, to remind us that it takes time, it takes effort, and that everything will come as long as you put in the work, right? As long as you do what you need to do. In the world we live in right now, I don't think that can always be said. Just look at the state of the world, I think those who deserve it are getting their consequences right now, There's a spirit of revolution in the air. The system is unfair. But I don't think the powers that be, in a much more broad spiritual sense, they don't have that same corruption when it comes to balance and restoration and order. And honestly, like punishment, I don't know if this is spiritual for you, but if you put that spiritual work in, I think you will receive the fruit of your labor. But everything takes time, you know what I mean? I'm very much, in the world we live in, it's almost as if you have no choice but to bite the hand that feeds. But I think in the spiritual world, there's not that level of corruption or robbery or poverty of the soul. Sorry, this got a little dark. But basically, we're trying to get some clarification here for you, Mula. What do we need to do in this world so we can survive the next? Okay, well, we have one card. Let's see if we can get two more. The Mula Nakshatra need to know. What's the Mula Nakshatra need to know? Okay. Very interesting. I pulled almost these same exact cards for myself just yesterday. How funny. In a different order though. So the first card we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. There is something in the air, you know, I love this. Jupiter in general is, you know, Sagittarius energy as a whole. Mula itself is ruled by Ketu, so the south node. So I feel like you're gonna get lucky. I feel like there's a protective energy around you. They're literally angels. You see your angels? Well, they have wings, I don't know. Is everything with wings an angel? It feels very angelic to me. Okay, she is very angelic to me. It's good energy. I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's also karmic, you know. It's literally a circle. Everything is about cycles. And with Saturn, with Saggitarius, with circles, it's all very karmic. It's all, you know, related. The next thing we have here is the Six of Swords. Oh, long emotional journeys. You have to think your way through and just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Except, you know, he's not swimming, he's rowing a boat and he has passengers. But there's a journey ahead. There are battles to be won. Just keep going. You know, this is very just keep going energy to me. I like the Six of Swords because it doesn't mince words, you know, what you see is what you get. Oh, well, if only you could see it. Are we seeing it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, what you see is what you get, baby. Just keep going. I don't know why I keep laughing. The next thing we have here is the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor could be a domineering male figure in your life. Generally, the Emperor is a powerful male figure. Again, I don't read on the basis of sex or gender, but let's just boil it down to powerful masculine energy, right? But it's in reverse, so maybe it's a little too powerful. That crown go to your head, buddy, you know what I mean? Somebody's a little too power hungry. I don't know. Maybe you need to escape this Emperor, run towards this Emperor, explain to this Emperor that luck is on your side. I don't know. You can't always... let me not put it this way. Not with always, but you cannot expect to grow if you're constantly shielded by somebody else. You know, maybe plants grow that way for a while, but at some point you gotta... You know, Mula, literally roots. You have to fight for your own space. You have to fight for your place, for your power, for your little corner of the earth. You cannot always rely on the kindness of others. Nor should you. But hey, that's just me. I mean, because how else can you be expected to grow? Of course, it's a human need to rely on other people. But whatever you gotta do this alone. You gotta do it for yourself. I don't know if you're the Emperor. Maybe lay back. Calm down. Put down some roots. You know what I mean? With that Sagittarius energy, we can never be sure. You a little too wild? Alright, but let's figure out... Oh, sorry. But that is the end of your reading. I hope this helped you figure out some things, Mula. And I'll see you again